Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about the best no annual fee credit cards in Canada in terms of cash back. Then I'll tell you which one is my favorite. So first one here, we've got the Rogers Bank MasterCard. They've got several different cards, but the best one that they have is the Rogers World Elite. It does require a minimum income requirement of $80,000 annually or $150,000 annual household income. And to maintain eligibility, you must spend at least $15,000 each year. So that's on average $1,250 a month. But here's what you get back. You get 1.5% cash back on all your purchases. Unlimited cash back rewards on all eligible regular purchases. And then you get 3% unlimited cash back rewards on all eligible purchases made in US dollars. So if you buy anything online in US or if you travel in the US and you use your credit card and the currency that's charged to your card is in US, well, you're getting 3% cash back on that. But you have to know that credit cards do charge a 2.5% conversion fee. So you're basically only getting 0.5%, but at least you're getting something back. Some credit cards charge 2.5 and you don't get anything back. You also get a $25 welcome bonus and cashback rewards upon the first card purchase within 3 months of receiving your card. So that's reasonable. So say you spend $2,000 a month on things that you can pay with credit card. So utilities, groceries, gas, restaurants, online purchases times 12, that's $24,000 a year. And then if you're getting 1.5% cash back, well, then you're getting $360 back just for using a credit card to pay for expenses you're going to pay for anyways. And remember, the card has no annual fee, so there's really no loss. As long as you make sure to pay your balance in full and you don't keep a balance on your credit card, and that you use your credit card just to pay for purchases that you were going to make anyways with cash or debit. But instead of paying with cash or debit, you leave your cash in your bank account, you pay with your credit card. Once you get your credit card bill, that cash that was sitting in your bank account, you used it to pay for your credit card bill. Therefore, no interest, but only cash back. And definitely less of a hassle than paying with cash. And you also get some travel benefits if that interests you. So access to over 1,000 Lounge Key airport lounges in over 100 countries with MasterCard airport experiences. You get free Boingo Wi-Fi for MasterCard cardholders at over 1 million hotspots worldwide. You get the insurance benefits, so extended warranty, rental car collision damage, out of province, out of country emergency medical, trip interruption, and trip cancellation. They always come with a lot of conditions, so it's not really a great benefit, but it's there. Like most cards have it. And they do have a mobile application, and redeeming your cash back is very easy. Simply from your mobile application, you can see how much cash back you've collected and you can just claim it against the purchase. That's it. And you get a credit on your credit card statement. That simple. And you can log into your application anytime to view your transaction. So it's really very simple, easy to use. So next you've got the MBNA Smart Cash Platinum Plus MasterCard. This one, once again, has no annual fee. So all the cards mentioned in this video have no annual fee. The cash back on this credit card though is 2% cash back on gas and groceries. But it's got a cap, 500 monthly spend cap. So once you go over $500 a month in these categories, you drop to 0.5%. So that's not great. But they do have a promotion, earn 5% cash back on gas and groceries for the first 6 months, up to $150 cash back. So once you reach $150 in cash back, the promotion ends. So it's a good card if you don't spend much and most of your expenses are gas and groceries, and you can get 2%. So 2% is higher than the 1.5% from Rogers, but at least Rogers, it's on everything. You don't have to decide, okay, I'm buying groceries here, so I'll use this card. I'm buying something else, I'll use this card. So you don't have to do that if you have the Rogers Bank. You just collect 1.5% on everything, and depending on your spend, might not be worth it to keep switching cards. Gives you an extra credit card statement to pay and to track every month. All right, the next card here, MBNA Rewards Platinum Plus MasterCard. This one gives you 2 points for every dollar spent on gas, groceries, and restaurants. So basically the 2 points is redeemable as cash back. So it's like 2%. So basically it's 2% cash back in this case, but it's on gas, groceries, and restaurants. So the Smart Cash from MBNA was only on groceries and gas. But this one here, the Rewards Platinum Plus, is on gas, groceries, and restaurant purchases. And there's a $5,000 max annual spend. So remember, the other one was $500 a month maximum spend. This is $5,000 a year. So that's $416 a month. So the cap is actually less per month, but at least you get 3 different categories that you can spend it on. So actually you'll probably reach your cap sooner, but then you get 1 point on everything. So this one is better in terms of after you reach your maximum spend, at least you get 1% on everything else. So still getting 1% on everything for no annual fee credit card is still pretty good. While this one here was 0.5% on everything else. And you can earn up to 10,000 points, which is basically $100. You can get 5,000 bonus points when you enroll in e-statements and 5,000 more points when you make your first eligible purchase within 90 days of account opening. Next card here is a President's Choice Financial World Elite MasterCard. Looks nice. Once again, no annual fee. So you get 30 points. So basically it's 3%. So they try to make it confusing. I don't know why, but it's basically 3% cash back. You get 3% cash back if you spend in these grocery stores: Wholesale Club, Maxi, Pharmaprix, Provigo. I'm in Quebec here, but basically the rest of Canada would be the corresponding one. I think in the rest of Canada it's called No Frills instead of Maxi. You get 4.5% at Shoppers Drug Mart. You get 3% at Esso and Mobile. You get 3% at PC Travel, and you get 1% everywhere else. So the 1% on everything, that's pretty good for a no annual fee credit card. So it's similar to this card here, the MBNA Rewards Platinum, but it doesn't beat the Rogers Bank that is 1.5% on everything. Now, if you do spend a lot on groceries at these stores here, or even at Shoppers Drug Mart, then definitely this card is worth it. But if you don't spend at these places anyways, then all you're getting is all you'll be getting is the 1% back. So might as well just use the Rogers Bank. So you really have to decide which card is best for you based on your current expenses. But it's got additional benefits like the Rogers Bank Card, travel emergency medical insurance, car rental, collision loss damage waiver insurance, identity theft assistance service, concierge service. Then you've got the Simplii Financial MasterCard. It's got a promotion of 10% cash back at restaurants and bars, up to 500 spend. So that's really useless in my opinion, but some people might enjoy this. And then after the promotion, you get 4% cash back. So the regular rate is 4% cash back, which is pretty high for a no annual fee credit card for restaurants and bars. But we want groceries. We want groceries and gas and bills. So for gas and groceries and drugstore purchases and pre-authorized payments, so pretty good. These are good categories here. You get 1.5%. So that's pretty good. That matches the Rogers Bank. Although Rogers Bank is on everything. This one here is on most of the expenses that people have anyways, but it's not on everything. And then everything else, you've got 0.5%. And the problem with categorizing these expenses is some credit cards don't consider all places as grocery. Some credit cards don't consider Walmart as grocery, or even worse, Costco, my favorite place to do groceries. Most credit cards don't consider Costco groceries. So if I use this card, for example, at Costco, I'm going to get 0.5%. While if I use Rogers Bank, I get 1.5% on everything. No segregation of categories. Not only that, but here it stops me at $15,000. So there's a cap at $15,000 per year of expenses. So here you've got some coverage here, included purchase security and extended protection insurance, but you've got optional extras. So these you have to pay for. You've got CIBC payment protector insurance for credit cards, and you've got CIBC travel medical insurance you have to pay for. Well, Rogers Bank, I believe, offered it for free. So out of province, out of country emergency medical. Next, you have the American Express Simplii Cash Card. This is a card that I enjoy because it looks really cool. Whenever I use it, people ask what card this is. Sadly, American Express is not accepted everywhere, so you can't use it everywhere, including Costco. It used to be accepted. It used to be the only card that was accepted in Costco, but now it's only MasterCard that is accepted in Costco. But it gives you 1.25% cash back on everything. So no segregation of categories, 1.25% on everything. So right behind Rogers Bank with its 1.5%. And it's got a bunch of benefits: advance and reserve ticket access, special offers and experiences. It's got shopping coverage. You could refer a friend and you get, I believe you get $100, up to a maximum annual referral bonus of $750 cash back for approved referrals. So it probably dropped to 75. Looks like it dropped to 75 because it's probably 10 people that you can refer. And they've got a promotion. You can earn 2.5% cash back in your first 3 months, up to $150 cash back, and then you fall to 1.25%. So I do have a referral link for this card in the description below. If this is a card you want to get, use the link. So travel and shopping coverage, you've got 100,000 travel accident insurance, you've got buyer's assurance protection plan, purchase protection plan. I mean, American Express is known for its great customer service. So can't go wrong with this card. The only issue is it's not accepted everywhere. All right, the next card here, this is one of my favorites, Capital One Aspire Cash. This one right now is giving you 1% on everything. I like this card because the application and the website is very easy to use. Redeeming cash back is super easy to use. You could redeem for as little as 50 cents. You don't have to reach a certain threshold before you can redeem your cash back. You can redeem anytime, and it's a credit statement on your account. At some point, you could even ask for a check to be mailed, but I just used the credit statement, much easier. And I had this card for a very long time. That I had the old rate, which was 1.5% cash back. So I get 1.5% cash back on everything. So this card for me is similar to the Rogers Bank, which is 1.5% cash back on everything. Now, sadly, they don't have it anymore. They changed it to 1%. So new card holders would get the 1% cash back, but it's still pretty good to get 1% on everything, not having to worry which category you're using. I mean, MBNA Smart Cash will be 0.5% on everything else. The MBNA Rewards Platinum Plus also has 1%, so that's comparable. PC has 1% as well on everything else, so that's comparable. Simplii Financial though has 0.5% on everything else. But American Express has the 1.25%, so it beats the 1%, but sadly it's not accepted everywhere. And now the next card I like here is Tangerine World MasterCard. This card gives you 2% cash back on 3 categories of your choice. It actually gives you 2 categories, but if you have a Tangerine savings account and you let them deposit your cash back in your Tangerine savings account, you get 3 categories. And there's no cost to getting a Tangerine savings account. You should actually have one because it has no fee whatsoever. And usually the interest rate on the Tangerine savings account is pretty good. So you basically have 3 categories to get 2% cash back. I do also have a referral code for Tangerine. If you want to open an account with a savings account with Tangerine, you would get, I think, $50 to $100 cash back after making a $100 deposit and transferring your payroll to their account for at least 3 months. So going back to the credit card, these are the categories that you can choose from, and you could change every month. You can change in the middle of the month, of course, but every new month you can change your categories, and you could choose 3 categories where you'll get 2% cash back. And then they actually have the money back credit card and the World MasterCard, but it gives you the same cash back, but the World MasterCard comes with way more benefits, so might as well go for that one. The only difference is the eligibility requirements. You could see the cash back one is $12,000 gross annual income, but the credit score has to be good. I remember I had a hard time getting this card, and I think back then I had a 650 credit score. I wasn't able to get this card. And for this card here, you need a 60,000 gross annual income or 100,000 gross household income, or total balances of 250,000 with Tangerine savings account or investment accounts. So you just have to meet one of the following, not all of the following, of course. So that's the difference between the money back credit card and the World MasterCard. And the benefits you get with the World MasterCard, you've got the Boingo Wi-Fi MasterCard, which we had also with the Rogers Bank. You've got MasterCard travel rewards, you've got on-demand and subscription services, rental car collision loss damage insurance, mobile device insurance. That's pretty good, but I'm sure they have a lot of conditions. MasterCard airport experiences provided by Launchkey, so this one's pretty good as well. Rogers Bank has that as well, right over here. So as for the cash back, you get 3 categories of 2%, and then everything else is 0.5% cash back. So if you know that most of your expenses are 3 of these categories, then this is a good card. But once again, not all places will be considered grocery for this card. For example, Costco is not considered grocery for Tangerine, but Walmart is considered grocery for Tangerine. And then finally, you've got the Triangle Canadian Tire MasterCard. Gives you 4% cash back if you make purchases at Canadian Tire, Sport Check, Marks, Atmosphere, Party City, Sport Rousseau, Hockey Experts. But it gives you 4% Canadian Tire money, so that 4% is cash back only to spend at Canadian Tires. And since you can buy almost anything at Canadian Tire, so it's almost like cash back. Because if you've got $100 in Canadian Tire money, you'll be able to buy something useful from Canadian Tire. And then it gives you 1.5% Canadian Tire money for groceries. for the first $12,000. So there's a cap. I think people spend more than $12,000 per year on grocery, or most families do. And guess what? It excludes Costco and Walmart. So that's a bummer. You can collect 5 cents per liter if you fill up at Canadian Tire gas stations or participating Husky stations. You can return purchases without a receipt. That's pretty good. Access member only events. Be the first to know about exclusive events and extra savings. Personalized offers tailored just for you. They've got an app. Right now they've got a promotion. Collect 15% cash back in Canadian Tire money, but it's $50 maximum for purchases that you make at these retailers here, of course, Canadian Tire, Sport Chek, Marks, Atmosphere, etc. So once the 1.5% ends, once you reach the $12,000 on groceries, then you fall down. If you go to the terms and conditions here at the bottom, you'll fall to 0.5%. So that's not great. So based on all that, you really have to decide which card is best for you based on your expenses. So I'll give you an example. In my case, I spend about $2,000 a month on a credit card, but most of my groceries are at Costco. So which card here would help me out with Costco? So this one would give me 0.5%, so no good. This one would give me 0.5% because they don't consider Costco as groceries. This one would give me 1.5% or 1% if you're a new card holder. But because I have the old card, I get 1.5%. American Express is not accepted at Costco. Simplii Financial would give me 0.5%. PC Financial would give me 1%. MBNA Rewards would give me 1%. MBNA Smart Cash would give me 0.5%. And then finally, Rogers Bank gives me 1.5%. So the two highest card would be Rogers Bank World Elite, and Capital One Aspire Cash. So the one I actually use is this one. This here is my favorite card for the moment. This is the card I use on everything, just because it's simple. It's 1.5% on everything. I don't have to decide and switch between cards. I'm getting a decent rate on everything. It's not worth changing, for me, in my opinion, it's not worth changing a card just for that extra 0.5%. Let's say if it's on gas or groceries, because for example, with the Tangerine, I could get 2% on gas and groceries. But most of my groceries are at Costco, so I can't even use a Tangerine. But let's say sometimes I do shop at Walmart, then I could use this card. But is it really worth it? And then sometimes I do shop at Maxi, but very little, maybe $100 a month. So that I would get 3% there. So basically 3% if I have the PC Financial MasterCard minus the 1.5%, right? So basically it's a 1.5% difference divided by 100 times, let's say I would spend $100 a month at Maxi, even less. So 100 times 12 is $1,200. So that's an $18 difference per year to carry an extra card in my wallet and to pay an extra bill every month. I don't think it's worth it. So it really depends what your situation is. So that's why I say you have to look at your expenses and see which card is best for you. But these are, in my opinion, the best no annual fee credit cards that give you cash back. All right, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Check out the referral links below as well. Thanks for watching.